Just the other day, I was watching this debate between we'll say side A, side B. It was two versus two. And what was interesting about this debate, I mean, this is probably like textbook example of how not to debate on one side, and then the other side, we'll say side A, is textbook how to prepare well for a debate. I mean, you could just see the lopsidedness of this debate. I mean, you can just tell that side A was well prepared, well versed, well listened, and just dominated the whole debate. A certain person from side B was just so emotional, and his rhetoric was all simply attacking the character of the two opponents. I mean, he mispronounces their name on purpose. He sticks to one thing that they say, and he just keeps harboring on that one point. And by kind of going towards the end of the debate, uh, the other person just finally tells him, he says, "Listen, you have been listening to nothing we have been saying, and you just sit there and you are just throwing these straw men filled and you are filled with an endless amount of straw men, which is just simply empty words, like empty statements that don't hold any weight to it." And he's just telling him, you don't listen to anything that we are saying. It's funny because we think that to be a good debater, you have to know how to attack, you know how to be on the offense, and you have to have all your true statements. You have to have all the facts and everything, which is very true. But one of the biggest thing is listening. And I was just reflecting on that and realizing, God tells us to be quick to listen and slow to speak. That's from James 1, verse 19. And I think often we love to just speak as quickly as we can. I think we love to speak louder than everybody else so that way our voice is heard. And we want to bulldoze our opinions. We want to bulldoze what we have to say, how the other person's wrong, and we love to attack their character. And yet, the Bible tells us to be quick to listen, slow to speak. And so, what is my encouragement? My encouragement is simply this: when we start to listen, we actually begin to understand. And when we begin to understand, we actually are revealed the truth of Jesus. In James 1:19, the verse that I referenced, it says, "This you know, my beloved brethren, but everyone must be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. For the anger of man does not achieve the righteousness of God. Therefore, putting aside all filthiness and all the remains of wickedness, in humility receive the word implanted, which is able to save your souls." The word implanted, the word of Jesus, he lives inside of you. When we are quick to listen, we can actually hear Jesus a lot clearly. And in there, we are not only doers of what he is saying, we are not only hearers of what he is saying, but then we become doers from understanding that Jesus lives in us. And out of our understanding of that, our action begins to look a lot like Jesus. So that is what I want to encourage you today. Be quick to listen so that way you can understand and have the word of truth implanted in your soul. So that way, when you do speak, when you do act, you reflect the face of Jesus.